Hey, what's up guys? I'm really excited because today I get to work on some personal projects of mine, trying to get a little bit better at UI design and working in Sketch on a few personal things that I've come up with, and then also might switch over to some personal branding work today too. But I'm really excited to work on this stuff and see what we learn today. Okay, so this is one of the music apps I've been working on. This is just one of the daily UI things. I think was to make like a music player app and design. So my goal is just to get better at UI design. So a lot of this I'm just kind of playing around with. So I started with this version, and then through some critique from some peers, just been kind of playing with it and working things around and trying different things. The one thing I've learned with this, it is not as easy as you might think to get something so simple. Common sense to tell you that the fewer elements there are, the simpler it is. From that standpoint, that it would be easier, but that's definitely not the case. Or at least not from what I've learned. And I'm sure a lot of it will get easier as I go, because I'm still learning a lot of this, and a lot of the UI stuff is newer to me. So hoping that it'll get easier, but regardless, I'm having a lot of fun doing it, just playing around with it. The thought with this was that this would be the song that's playing currently, and then this is like the timeline, and so the one that's current would be larger, and then you'd be able to see the ones that are coming up and the ones that have just played, and then you can arrange them if you want to skip ahead, or if you want to listen to a song sooner than it shows, that you can do that. So I'm just gonna keep playing with this, trying different things, and yeah, we'll see where it goes. So just finish up some of the UI stuff and personal projects I was working on. Got some other things I want to work on now. One is organizing this office a little bit better. But just wanted to recap some of the things that I've become aware of as I've been working on this UI stuff for a few weeks now, and that I'm continuing to learn. So first, less is more. Don't try to put too many things on a screen, too many elements at a time. It ends up feeling a little bit more cluttered and doesn't have as nice flow and less white space. So the more white space you can gain, the more pleasing it is. The other thing is, it's okay to keep type small. You can create a really good hierarchy and contrast between different headings and paragraphs and things that way, without getting carried away and making some fonts way larger than the others. The next is when you're using gradients. I know it's a really big trend, but it's not an easy thing to do well, because a little gradient goes a long ways. And so just be careful not to overuse them. So that's something I'm trying to remind myself of. And then lastly, when you're concepting something or trying to create an idea for something, for an app or whatever, the one thing to do is to keep in mind the interactions that are going to happen, and then designing with that in mind. So one example that I had is the one baseball app that I'm working on. Is it starts with a mini card, and then when you interact with it, it takes you to a new screen, and just being conscious of that and thinking of different ways you can transition from one screen to another with a smooth animation is something that can help the whole app and experience feel a lot more fluid and smooth. Those are the things I've been learning. I'm sure there's a lot more to go, a lot more to learn, but having a lot of fun doing it. So like I said, I'm gonna try to organize this mess of an office and clean it up a little bit. So it's a short episode, but just wanted to share that with you guys. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Click the like button, share this out. And if you have any ideas for other things you'd like me to go over, or ideas for other episodes or whatever, just let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. So thanks for checking in, and I will see you next time.